everyone, Miss Bina here. So, today we came to the garden to check on our straw bale experiment and see how it's going and see if we will be able to plant some things into our straw bales this morning. So, the very first thing we did when we came in is take a measurement of all the bales to see if they're ready to plant in. And we used our handy dandy compost thermometer to do this. And now Nala's gonna give us a little report on that, okay?
Okay, I'm here to give you the straw bale temperature review. So number 1, 2, and 3 were all in the 90 range, which is the maximum temperature for planting plants. And then number 4 was in the 100, which is still kind of active and not very good for planting plants. We'll wait to plant in number 4 because it's too hot to plant in right now. Okay, so today we will plant some peas in the back of bale number 1 so they can climb on the front. And also in bale number 1, we'll plant some radishes because they're good companion plants. And in bale number 2 and 3, we'll probably plant some potatoes. And once bale number 4 cools down, it's a good chance that we'll probably plant tomatoes.
So the hay is very decomposed, and what I'm going to do is dig a little hole out, and I'm going to fill it then with some potting soil. And then I'm just going to tuck my little pea in there. Now I have just a baby pea. I've been growing it in the greenhouse, and so it's a little tiny baby plant. You could actually just plant the pea directly into the straw bale. But for today we're going to try this and see how it goes, since this is just sort of experiment number 1 for growing the plants in the straw bale. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of get this worked in. Give this some room to kind of branch out of its little pot and plant it right into the straw bale and see how it goes. So that's planting number 1. Let's talk about some of the advantages of having the straw bales in the garden. What do we expect to learn from this? Well, if all goes well and the straw bales do indeed produce lots of plants, then it's a really great way to expand our garden space. You can get straw bales for not very much money, and you can put them anywhere where there's space where we could work around them, and they're basically like another raised bed. There's some other advantages that are actually even better than raised beds, is that they hold water really well, and the nutrients as the bale are decomposing it's a big cycle. So the nutrients as the straw decomposes are feeding the plants, and of course we do need to put in a little bit of extra fertilizer throughout the growing season. But those are a couple good reasons. And then there's another reason that I'm really excited about personally, and that is that the bales keep out some of the common garden pests. And one of those pests that is really pesky in this garden is the slug. Little slugs come out at night, and they like to hide in between, they like to hide in between the soil and the wood on these wooden beds. They just come out and they go and they chomp down your little baby plants when you plant them in the spring or whenever you're planting them. So I'm really curious to see if, especially they seem to like the peas, if we can stop that process just by planting in the straw bales and not have to put anything protective around our plants as they're growing. So that's one thing I'm really excited about. And there's many other advantages, but those are some of the main ones. So we're just going to see how it goes, and we're going to give you some updates in a little while when we get some plants growing. So we'll talk to you next time. Bye!